Hello people and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this video. We are going to be talking about this palette. This is the new birthstone palette for October from BH Cosmetics. This is Opal. So we are going to be doing some swatches. I'm going to try it out on my eyes. I don't have any eyeshadow on, and we're going to see if this is the normal good BH Cosmetics quality or not. And I do these videos every month. I've been trying all of the BH Cosmetics birthstone palettes so far. And yeah, this is the 10th one. This is the 10th one. This year has been flying by. But yeah, we're gonna dive into that. And if this is your first time here, if you have not been here before, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related. I just love trying all of it so you don't have to. And like I said, this is a 10th of these, and I especially love colorful makeup, so I am looking forward to this. It's a little bit more colorful. So if you want to see some more makeup in your timeline, or if you want to see some more color in your timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week. And yeah, like I said, this is the 10th palette this year, and this is more of a pastel palette. I will say this is, remember I said last month, I said I thought that Opal was going to be a pastel palette, or was it the one, I don't know, but I said that I thought that Opal was going to be a pastel palette, and it is a pastel palette. It has a iridescent like a multicolored glitter. All of these palettes have a pressed glitter. They're only $9. They're very affordable. They're usually very high quality. BH Cosmetics has great quality. So we're just gonna see if this is the same great quality as the other ones. This pressed glitter is one of those sheer, like a transparent base, and it's like pinky, purpley, mint green glitters. It really goes with the theme of this palette. It has 3 pastel mattes, a pink, a blue, and like a orange ice cream kind of a shade, and then it has 2 shimmers, one that is a very light mint and one that is a dark burgundy. You can see in the swatches, I did the swatches on a swatch stencil. I didn't want to redo the swatches. I did it this morning because I wanted to put it on my Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I will leave all my socials and my merch and my vlog channel down below in case you want to see what I'm doing in other places as well. And the first thing I thought about when I got this full shade, the Opal one, like the big one, is that this is actually one of those pinky duochromes, and I think that is so fun because first on the website it looked like it was going to be a white shade, but it is actually a pinky iridescent shade, and I think that is super fun. I think that there are several ways you could go with this palette, to be honest. Just the look with these 3 would be very pretty. I'm gonna try and use all of them in this look except the glitter, or maybe I incorporate in some, I don't know, but I'm gonna see if I can use as many as possible from these. Personally, I love colorful makeup, I really do, but I like darker, more dramatic looks, so this is actually a little bit out of my comfort zone. So we're just gonna see how this ends up. If we're gonna be honest, like I said, this is a 10 palette. I will leave the playlist up here with all the palettes that I've been reviewing this year. It's only 2 palettes left. I will show you a picture of the upcoming ones because they've already said which stones they're doing and which colors it's gonna be. I think it is a yellowy tone for next month, and then there is a yeah, it's turquoise for December, so I'm guessing, my guess, it's gonna be a gold turquoise black palette. That's my guess, and I'm thinking next month is probably gonna be a yellow leaning neutrals. This is my guess. This is me guessing, stab in the dark, but that's what I think it's gonna be. I really loved last month's palette, and I also loved the palette before that, so I have high hopes about this one. It's gonna be really fun to dive into it, and if you're interested in the things that I'm talking about, or if you want to know what's on my face, all of that is going to be in the description box as well. Don't forget to check it out. Is there something I should say? Oh, I will link the palette as well. This palette is available at the US BH Cosmetics site, and it's also available at the German BH Cosmetics site. I will link that down below as well. I've not seen these palettes in any of the other retailers so far. I know that some people were hoping that this was going to be a multi-chrome. Listen, I don't want to be the one to burst the dream bubble, but you are probably not going to get a multi-chrome that usually costs around $9 to produce, if I'm going to be honest, in a $9 palette from BH Cosmetics. It's just not going to happen. They need to make a profit as well, and if they had a multi-chrome in this one, this palette would most probably cost more to produce. Then it would be like they would have to double the price at least. So I don't think that that's possible, if I'm going to be honest. I'm still happy that the big one is a iridescent pink and not a white. That really made me more excited about this palette. I think I'm gonna use that as a highlighter because I don't have a highlighter on. Okay, enough talking, let's zoom in and let's try this. I guess we're doing pastels. Okay, let me start with this big shade. The big shade in this palette is always named after the shade of like the stone. So this is the Opal shade, and I honestly think that this palette is pretty Opal-esque. This is what I thought that this was gonna be. Yeah, it definitely works as a highlighter, but it's not super sheeny. It's more like a it's more subtle. So it's not like maybe sheeny enough to be like, well, that is pretty pinky though. But you can also see that there's a little bit of a cast here. So I think that, like, I'm wearing a medium foundation today, so I think that if you are a fair to light, you could probably use this as a highlighter. But if you are like darker than light, it's probably maybe not the best highlighter shade. I might go over with some other highlighter after. I am gonna start with all three of these mattes on my top lid. So I am gonna use some eye primer and we can get cracking. Okay, so this is a Refer 14. This is natural bristles. I love these for colored mattes. I'm gonna use the Faithful, which is the orangey one, and I am gonna use that out here with very like fluffy motions. I'm not packing this on at all. I just want the pink to go into this like peachy orangey shade. And this 14 is not the smallest fluffy brush. I usually use the 13 when I'm doing really detailed work, but this is small enough so I get it to be detailed but still not too small. You can see I'm just putting a little bit here in the outer part, and like I said, I'm just going to be blending the pink into this. Now I'm going to go into Positive, which is the, am I in focus? I think I am. Which is the pinky one. I pinched myself here before. I don't know if you can see the dot. I was plucking a hair and I pinched myself pretty badly. So I'm gonna put this in the middle of the crease. I'm using the same brush in the middle of the crease, and I'm also putting it in the outer corner. Like I said, I'm gonna be blending this into that orange. So it is like a pink fading into this orange, but it's all very pastel, so I mean it's not going to be a super dramatic look. Now I'm going to take Emotional, which is that blue, and I am going to put that here. That's really nice pastel blue. I feel like this would be a really nice companion palette with some of these other palettes that's been really like dark and dramatic, like May, the Emerald, but also last month, the one with the green and the purple. Would be so cool. That is really good pastel blue. Look at that. Oh, this is the kind of shade that is like this opaque and pastel that I love having as a lid shade. Oh, it's just so pretty. And you can see they blend into this beautiful purple here in the middle. I'm a big fan. This blue, beautiful. With a flat shade brush like this, I am using the Big Heart, and I am gonna put that on the outer half of my lid. And this is a shimmer. I'm gonna spray this honestly to get it to be as opaque as possible. Just use whatever spray. When I spray, I put the shadow on my brush and then I spray like a spritzer or so, and then I just put it where I want it to be. Ooh, I think I got a little too much on my brush. And I put it here on the outer part of the lid. That is really pretty, like raspberry metallic. And I'm really gonna saturate this outer part of the lid with this shadow. And I'm also gonna take a little bit and I am gonna take it a little bit in the outer corner. So it's like not depth, but there's something going on here. I'm using the shade Personable, which is that light mint metallic, and I'm gonna put that in the inner part of my lid. And I'm just dotting on the edge. I'm gonna blend that in a bit and just gently dragging it upwards, blending it into the blue. I feel like this mint and blue go so well together, and then the raspberry at the end. And then I'm taking one of these like color switches and I'm taking off the excess product, and then I'm just dragging it and into the raspberry. I'm gonna take a little raspberry on my brush even. And I'm just gonna blend over the edge so it's, and cleaning again, and just finessing it so it looks a little believable. Maybe I'll even take the brush that had the blue, and I'll just do a little dot of the blue, and I'll just dot over the edge. So this is what we have. I feel like that's a fun look. It's a very soft look, but it's still very colorful. Do I want to have... Okay, I'm like, okay. I think I'm gonna do a small pencil brush, and I'm gonna use the Faithful, which is that like peachy orange. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of that on my lower lash line. What is this background noise? But this is Opal. I'm putting that in my inner corner. What is this background noise? I did spray it a bit to get it to be a little bit opaque. I'm so sorry. But I'm just putting this as an inner corner highlight. I'm gonna finish this up, and maybe we can use the glitter a little bit. I kind of want to do like a white, I don't know. Let me try and figure this out a little bit. See if I can, I don't know, do something. Okay, so I did use a little bit of the, I think these are BFF liners. It's the white one from Colourpop. This one is actually really good, and it has a cat on it. How is this even possible? I did use this to do a little liner. Oh, my battery is almost dying. And I thought, why don't we use a little bit of this glitter that is called Daydreamer, and just see if we can get this on the line. I want to be in focus. And just get a little sparkle on. Maybe I need to do this with a glitter primer first. But yeah, I like this idea though. My battery is dying. I think I'm gonna do a little glitter primer first and then put this on and change the battery. But I did finish everything up. I think I'm gonna put something in the waterline as well. I'm thinking maybe something that matches the peach. Yeah, something peach, I think. And change the battery. Okay, I'm back. I've literally been sitting here for 40 minutes playing games on my phone because I just got my period. I'm feeling very salty about it. I don't understand. Uterus. Bleeding just to tell me I'm not pregnant? Just send me a text. It's 2021. Why are you so dramatic? I say as I'm being overly dramatic myself, but I really do like the look. I think this is really pretty, and I feel like I was really able to create something beautiful with this. The phone is on top. With these pastel shades. I think this is really good Beach Cosmetics quality. I especially really like the blue one, and I feel like this is one of those kind of palettes that I could see myself pairing with other things, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, you know what I'd like? I'd like something like this that is an all matte pastel palette. I'd like a small mini pastel rainbow palette, because pastel palettes is my best companion palette. I use them as lid shades, I use them as inner corner shades, I use them as transition shades for colorful looks. That is something that I would like, and I feel like this could be a really good companion palette for me, because for me, this isn't I had to add the glitter to add the drama, but this isn't dramatic enough for me. I want something that's even more dramatic than this. I know. I'm the one, I'm telling my uterus that's dramatic, and I'm over here being like, give me the drama, as I'm sitting here with a glitter graphic liner. But I like the palette, I like the look. Personal preference, I prefer something that is a little bit deeper, but I think it's a really cute, small, compact pastel palette, and I am wearing all of the shades on my ass today. So yeah, I really do like it. Check the description box for the info. I don't even know what I've been talking about, because I'm basically I'm on level like 1,000 something on this game. They should sponsor me. Why are they not sponsoring me? Because I'm playing it so long. It's this Homescapes. I'm in the middle of the forest. Wait. Homescapes? I'm at level 7,521. I did an intervention. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, because tomorrow we are gonna have my new makeup releases. I'm filming it right after this. I'm excited. There are some really good things to talk about. So I will see you tomorrow in my new video. I hope you're having a good day. Bye!